Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Thank you for being here. You all might know, I put a little update as a link in below. I've been gone for a couple weeks, and there's a definite reason why. So note your comments, but go ahead and check my link below. But I'm taking it extremely slow right now. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get out a bi-weekly, and I'm going to do it for all 12 signs. So you are up, all right? So let's do this for Cancer. This will be for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus. But also note too is that this is going to be a general read. If you'd like a personal read, go to theguidedintuitive.com and we'll get you set up over there. I am doing private reads, okay? And all my subscribers, thank you so much for standing by me during this time. I really certainly appreciate it. Major shift, but I'm having to take it super slow. So I do thank you, and I hope these insights will help you, give you guidance these last 2 weeks of August. And do remember that energy does transcend. It doesn't start and stop. So you might feel this now. You might be feeling this in the past. You might even feel this beyond 2 weeks. Okay, it's going to be you and the other person. The other person might be a friend, family member, person of interest. And it could be, come out something different for you too. You might resonate this more on one side than the other. Feel free to reverse the messages, all right? So that being said, let's go ahead and get started and see what is in store for you. I am, because we're all on a hero's journey, I am in some way at one of the steps. Some say 10, some say 12 steps, but we're all on this type of journey. I thought I would use these cards because I personally had gone through a particular moment of coming out the other side after going through those 11, 12 steps. Well, I should, at the end of the 11, now into the 12, and now it goes through like this resurrection, and then it goes to this new beginning, seeing things differently than you ever have before. And I'm going to see where you are, a Cancer, what wants to come out for you as it relates to this. We're all on the journey in some way, at some level. We all might be at a different level on this journey, but we all go through it. It's the hero's journey, but with Joseph Campbell. So I appreciate his work, and it's Jung had also had a part in this as well. In terms of his philosophies, but in terms of personal development, and I'm all about personal development. I'm all about transformation, and I'm all about listening to your higher self in the process. So join me and let's do this. Okay, all right. Let's see what wants to come out for Cancer here. Here we go. Here's your first card. So this is gonna be for you. Okay. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Okay. So this is talking about, interesting. This is about celebrating the sacred gap. Okay. And this is interesting. You ever know, Cancer, that once in a while that you're trying to move something forward? Could be a relationship, could be a situation, or could be your business, whatever. And you feel like everything that you try, might not be working. But let's say that, whatever you keep trying for just puts you back in the same spot that you were before. Or if you're making progress and something is forcing you to stay where you're at. That, my friend, is what we call the sacred gap, okay? And my interpretation of this is just saying that there is a reason behind you being held back. There is a reason to which you're not meant to move forward. So as much as you try to, stomp and, hit the pillow, whatever the case may be, any tantrums, it's not going to help, okay? It's just wasted energy. And what this is saying is that this gap is a sacred one from Source. So what it wants you to do is to wind back, sit back, enjoy the sacred gap, because there's messages that want to come through to you, okay? The divine has some information to share with you, and you have to stop doing and get into the be mode to receive this. So that is what I'm getting from this card. So this is about enjoying that sacred gap, because it's going to help you. And if you can, kind of revel in the fact that this is for your greater good. This is for your highest good, okay? You may not have to put as much effort into something because you get a message, right? You get a message from the divine thinking, gosh, if I would have pushed through, this is what I would have done. And oh, what a mess that would have been, or oh, that would have been wasted energy, right? So that's what is coming through for me, for you on this here. So give thanks in appreciation. Be grateful for this sacred gap that you might be in right now, because it's a gift, okay? It's a gift. All right. So let's see what else wants to come through for you over here. All right. Let's see. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. Okay. Gem got this too. The Gemini got this as well. Okay. And if you watch my video, in terms of my update below, it's going to talk about this. Okay. This is so cool. And I'm with you on this. Okay. Now I'm a Cancer moon, right? So, I express like Cancer. So this is interesting because this is about you creating your own concoction in terms of your journey. And this is the final step in the 12 steps of the journey, the hero's journey. And I'm using the hero's journey cards. And it's about getting to that 12th step and then starting all over. But keep in mind that 12th step is some sort of, it could be some sort of revelation. So it could be some sort of realization, right? It could be, after the climax is moving into this, it's like this, you become a changed human being. You have changed now. And you're providing and you're becoming your own solution to the situation, and you're recognizing it. And it's almost like she's creating some sort of concoction here, right? And that's the own solution and remedy, using the divine, in the process. And when you finish the elixir, guess what? It goes around again, because then you go on that next notch. In personal development, and then you go through the 12 steps again, and you're on that next notch again. Now, a lot of people say 10 or 12 steps, so I'm just going to throw that out there. But I attended a screenwriting class in LA, and we talked about this a lot. And in that respect, I'm actually coming at 12 steps, because for me, it was to 12 steps, and quite frankly, I'm here with you. So this is about a direct solution to your situation. Okay, you're actually getting that now. Note your comments below. It is a solution. It is a realization to your situation. It is you've gone through all of the depths and the enemies and the allies that stood around you. You've kind of gone through this whole process, and even to that point where you felt all the weight was on your shoulders, and you're in grips with yourself, not sure if you can actually move forward. You're right. You're just at that, like when the movie kind of grips the audience, right? And they are stepping back and they're thinking, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? You're thinking that about yourself and your life, and you were. And now a lot of you have come out of this, okay? And received this solution, this elixir, this concoction of what it was, and the solution to your resurrection, what you came out of, okay? And it is you're returning home. Something has died, and now you're returning home, okay? And it is now it's like you get some sort of reward. Now it could be a literal reward that you actually get, or something that's metaphoric, okay? Some sort of reward. But there is an end of strife, and that's what I wanted to tell you. There is an end of strife, because there is the elixir is already there. You're in possession of that elixir, of that solution here. And things will never, ever be the same again. Your look on life and your journey, you've just gone up that next level, okay, in personal development. So note your comments below. I would love to hear, but that's what's coming out of this. So you're becoming your own magical concoction in your own life's journey, not anyone else's, but your own. And you're finding some sort of solution, but it represents three things: change, success, look at this guy, change, success, and proof of your journey, the whole journey that you've made. And keep in mind that once you're through, it starts all over again. But it's beautiful. Life is about the journey, right? It's not about coming to the end. It is beautiful to get that realization, that success, the end of strife. But the learning that you got from all of that, it's about the journey. And you're on different levels of journey, and at any given time, at a different step on that. And you just finished a major one, and now you start all over again. And guess when you're through with that, you're going to move up again. All right? So good job. Okay? That's all I got to say. Good job. All right? So let's see what else wants to come through for you here. All right? All right, here it is. Let's see what it is here. Ooh. Okay, so after all of this, it's time for me. It's time for you right now to bask in the glory of your realization, of your success, of your ending of strife. Okay? So that's what wants to come through for you. It's so disco-ish. It's like, it's so beautiful, in some way. It's like you've got all the chakra energy colors here, and it's about that you've received the communication that you needed to get in. That's the blue, right? You have received this new level of confidence, which is all of that orange and yellow, and you're becoming very, very grounded in terms of your root chakra. And the divine almost has, it's like it's two arms floating out like someone going like this, and it's like the divine wants to give you a hug. Saying, good job, Cancer, good job. You deserve this rest. It's important that you get this rest at this time. And I'm sorry, you guys, sometimes I'm going to talk a little bit softer because it's taking a lot of energy for me to speak in reference to what I had recently gone through. So just bear with me, okay? So, but that's what I'm getting from here. You are in such great connection with the divine, and you are reveling into your success, and you received all the signals that you needed for this resolution, okay? And it's you're returning. This is a 26 card, which brings into an 8, right? And 8 is the infinity, right? As above is below. And it's never ending. This never ending energy in this never ending hero's journey for you, okay? But it's your journey. You're the hero. You're the star in this, okay? So that's what's coming through for me here. So it's about some me time. Yeah, you need to take a break, you think? Okay, I'm just saying. All right, let's see what else wants to come through for you here. Okay, let's see what else. Here we go. Plant seeds of intention. Ooh, your heart wants to grow. Okay, wow, this is gorgeous. Okay, so this is all about growing here, right? Heart, growing from the heart. Maybe that you're growing in that, and it looks like, I don't know. It looks like it could be with another. It looks like it could be with your source. Whatever it is, it's light. It's going towards the light. Okay. So, just like to grow, you need your source. You need light. You need, you need fertile soil, right? You need to be grounded. And now that you're beginning this new opportunity, this could be whatever it is that you intend. It could be a relationship, a situation. It could be a career. Whatever that is for you, plant your seeds of intention right now, because the universe is willing to put a lot of light on this to help it grow, okay? And it's heartfelt light, which means that it stems from your heart, and it's really something that's emotional for you, right? And it is heart-centered. Okay, it could be a practice. Again, it could be a relationship, but plant your seeds right now and start manifesting. And I mentioned this in another video. When you start, with affirmations of some sort, it's not just saying it. It's not going to help. You can't just say something. You've got to say it. You've got to visualize it, and you've got to wrap it all together in the feeling as if you're there. That vibration has got to be as if you've already got it. So acting as if you already got it. because that type of vibration will attract. It can't but help. It's the laws of the universe, okay? So the important aspect here is that you've got to put the component. The feeling part is very important, all right? Let's take a look at this other person, okay? And let's see what they're going through here. And I'm just saying that, you know, even if there is, if there's a sacred gap, and let's say that, for instance, that you have here, it could be a relationship. Maybe there is a gap right now between you and another person, but this is sacred. It's divinely guided for you and this other person. If there is a sacred gap in terms of your business, again, it's divinely guided. We talked about that, right? And it is just about becoming your own solution and not depending on someone else to provide that for you, but you being strong on your own, that other person being strong on their own, and you come together, and then you've got this beautiful growth together, right? And sometimes it takes being alone. So, you know, whatever progress that you've made and coming to the end of this hero's journey, this elixir process, that elixir is the last step, and then you're going to the beginning. So plant your intentions of what you want in this relationship, in this business, or this situation. Okay? All right, this other person, let's take a look at that. What about this other person here? What do we got? Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so this other person is venturing into the unknown, and there are things that this person might not know about. Again, you might reverse on either side, but you know, take what resonates with you. But this is talking about this is also talking about leaning in to embrace what's coming next, even though you might not know what that is, right? So you know, lean into the unknown, right? Let your imagination flow. Let source work with you, right? Take the time to know that you're not going to have all the answers. Sometimes the answers are going to be delivered in divine timing. Ask your source, continue to pray, and continue to go through that process, because the unknown is your friend. Whether you think so or not. The unknown doesn't have to be scary. That's what your mind is pushing, it could be labeling that is. The unknown could be this gorgeous light that wants to come out. But it's clouded by this, oh, it's scary, oh my gosh, I don't want to face it, it's unknown. No. This is saying focus on the light, focus on the power that you have within, focus on your source that brings you the confidence in light, okay? That in this situation, you may not know what's going to happen in this partnership, this situation, this business, but this is saying the unknown is your compadre, okay? It's your friend, right? So take it by the hand and say, hey, we're going to do this together, okay? And move forward into the light, because there's something here for you. The unknown is your friend right now, okay? That's what it's saying, okay? So there's a glow from this, a very warming glow from this, right? So this is beautiful, beautiful. So let's see what else is coming out for this person here, okay? Think thin. Okay, so this is about the thin veil. This is about a thin veil between you and this other person, you and your source, you and the solution to the situation. Or, you know, you before you make that breakthrough into light. So a lot of different ways to look at this, but this is saying that the veil, the spiritual realm and the physical realm, there's a very thin veil. And this person, or if you resonate with this side a little bit more, can go back and forth between both, okay? Now, it is also about telepathy, almost as if there's such a thin veil between you and this other person that you can kind of subliminally, almost unconsciously communicate without saying a word. You don't even have to be present with each other. You can just think of each other and it comes through. So it's quite interesting. I don't know if you've ever experienced that before, but it's quite interesting. And but this is about in this situation, if there is a separation of some sort, this is saying that let the unknown be your friend, let go and let it glow. Okay, so it really, the glow wants to come through. There's a fire here, there's yellow here, and the glow is shining bright. So it's just saying that, you know, it's almost kind of, sometimes when you say if you want something, let it go. If it's meant to be, it's going to come back together again. Sometimes it's divinely guided that way. Okay, so it's saying to trust that, trust the unknown, and to know that that you're on your right path to the light. Okay. So that's what it wants to let you know, okay? So this is on the other side here for this other person. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Here we go. Wow, I haven't seen this card before. This is interesting. So this is a 25 card. The 25 cards are about sevens, right? 25 reduces to a seven. It is spiritual in nature, but is also about having faith, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. So this is saying is that, wow, the light is shining all over this other person, okay? And this talks about having a whale of a time, okay? So it could be that this other person here is exploring things right now, you know, learning and understanding how their connection with their light, with their source is so important in their life. And they also are getting messages from the divine onto them. So I don't know if you can actually see this, but it's almost as if the light is just shining directly on you. See a person in there? It's kind of like there's a person that you can actually see in there. And it's about, you know, getting, I don't know if you're getting into your passion, whatever that is. But it's like, yeah, it's almost like having, it's almost as if someone that you're in your passion, this person's in their passion and they're having a beautiful time doing whatever it is that they are supposed to be doing. So it's like their change is enlarging. It's like whatever it is that they're doing, it's like they're going through some sort of change, and the divine is just shining that on them. So, oh my gosh, it's quite beautiful. Wow. And it's just about this person. Their charge that they're getting from the universe is asking them to change. So whatever charge they're getting from the universe is requiring them to change something in them, to change something that needs to be changed as it relates to this partnership, situation, or whatever the case may be. They're asked to change in some way. So that's what I'm seeing here. This is quite beautiful, okay? Yeah, I mean, the divine is shining on it, and they are to, it's called well of a time, but I think that they're changing for the better, and they're now recognizing that connection with source. And because they're getting so much illumination being shined onto them, that they're now recognizing that they're having a good time understanding and these things unfolding for them. Let's see what else wants to come out. I'll hold one more here. Let's see what this is. North Star, what they're meant to do. They're being, whatever it is that they're doing, maybe it's a passion of some sort, a passionate person, whatever it is that they are understanding about themselves, they're asked to follow their true north, okay? And this is all about what was hidden before, right? What was hidden in the darkness, you know, into this light, now all of a sudden the spotlight's on them. And then they're being asked to change, follow their North Star. They're asked to probably flip something around and move forward. It's like they're asked to flip on the light switch of their life, for God's sakes. You know, whatever that is, they're asked to turn on the flipping light. We're shining all this light on you. There's light that's yet to be discovered. Don't be afraid and stay in the dark, because the unknown is your friend. So flipping the light switch on and being ignited, being electrified, and it's like it's almost as if that now they know their true north. Like all of a sudden they see the world in a totally different way. The light switch has gone on. So a new revelation, a new realization of some sort. And the door has been opened. They're ready to go into that next step. Could be the relationship, could be the situation, whatever it is. But they're asked to follow their true North Star, whatever that is. And it is about, perhaps they were going one way and now they need to redirect, okay? And that's almost as if what I'm seeing, and so they can follow their dreams. So a dream in a relationship, dream in a situation, and that's what it's asking, like this redirection. Guys, that's what I'm getting here. I'm going to pull a Magdalene card for each of you because I want to see, I'm going to start with you on this other side over here and see what wants to come out. The Matrix. Isn't that funny that you get the Matrix, right? And, you know, you are becoming the elixir. So you're kind of popping out from the Matrix and now have the solution. Because you've created that, you now got that realization from being in this. You actually came out of that, figured out the solution, come out the other side, and now are able to see the world in a whole new way. Okay, and that's how I see it for you. It's quite a beautiful journey, but you are letting your glow do that heavy lifting. Because you've realized something by being here, okay? So this is gorgeous. Okay, let me see what this other person gets. So it's kind of like you're out of your, you kind of got out of your own way in some way, or got some sort of resolution, success situation, and now you have this understanding now. There's some sort of understanding that, again, puts you on that next ladder in personal development. What about this other person? Let's see. The resurrection. Oh my gosh. So this resurrection is the step before you get into what they call the elixir. So, and becoming the elixir is finding your own solution, coming home, right? This is the step prior to that step. So you might be on the step before if you're resonating more on this side, or if you're on this side, this might be you. Or this could be the other person. It's just one step behind you. Okay, they're right behind you. They're at the resurrection stage. Okay, so they've been resurrected. Okay, this person has been resurrected. They've been redirected. Okay, and they're now going to follow their North Star and what that is for them in this, situation, this relationship, this, whatever that is. But this is quite beautiful. So what this talks about, this is actually like this climax. This is like in which like this person is finally he has his most dangerous encounter, whether it's with himself in this relationship, this situation. This is what they call the hero's journey, right? So this resurrection, and it's like this final battle. It's the final battle. It represents something greater than this person's own existence, right? And the outcome is going to have far-reaching consequences. Okay, to his ordinary world and the lives of those that he left behind. And that is the resurrection, okay? Now, if he fails in this resurrection, then others will suffer and the weight will be upon his shoulders. But this is all a part of what I talked about when the movie is in it, when you're sitting in the movie theater, you're in that grip of what's going to happen next. This is what the resurrection is, what's going to happen next in this relationship situation, in this, whatever this is for you that brought you to my channel. So ultimately, the hero succeeds, right? And destroys the enemy and emerges from this battle and completely reborn and completely reemerges, right? So this is beautiful because what I'm really getting is that there is a North Star now is following his true calling. True, his or her. I'm just kind of, throwing that in there. Beautiful, guys. Oh my gosh, you've got to note your comments below. I'd love to hear more. So let me know how this resonates with you. And I look forward to seeing you in September. And until then, namaste.